that question.
So you think unbonded gas bonds to a rotating Earth?
No.
No, it doesn't. So when you, the idiot, by example and by your words, say that we should assume it does, we won't be assuming that then. But then we've got Earth turning underneath planes, shortening their flight times, and that doesn't happen.
If he wants to go east to west against air that's moving west to east and against the rotation of an Earth that's going west to east, he has to go against the rotation. So from the ground, the Coriolis effect would still be observable.
Yeah, but it isn't.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
Well, then what do you... Oh, you don't? So in that case, Earth not turning to cause that sunset you assumed at the beginning of your visit here then? Earth not turning beneath stuff.
I'm saying that I agree with him that he's right, that if you were to say fire a bullet from the East Coast to the West Coast and you could actually observe that bullet, you could, I mean, you'd obviously say you couldn't do it with the naked human eye, but there would be a Coriolis trajectory effect on that bullet, and its trajectory would, in fact, appear curved from the Earth reference.
Oh, right, so an aeroplane will appear to drift from Earth's reference because it's got Earth turning underneath it then?
Yeah, I would say it would be probably the same as a bullet. The difference, though...
So Earth's turning underneath the plane now, then?
Yes, Earth is...
So that would shorten flight times. Charlotte, North Carolina to Los Angeles would only take an hour and a half if Earth was turning under the plane.
No, that's not true.
Sorry, yes, that's the consequence of Earth turning underneath the aeroplane. Yes.
Ignoring the fact... Okay.
Sorry, I'm ignoring the fact that you assume that Earth and atmosphere move together?
Yes.
Well, that's not a fact. Air's unbonded.
Dude.
Hello? Do you not understand how air behaves? Does it bond to things so that it can move at the same rate as them? So at the equator, the gas is bonded to the Earth moving 1,000 miles an hour when it's unbonded, is it?
Sorry, say that. I asked that question.
So you think unbonded gas bonds to a rotating Earth?
No.
No, it doesn't. So when you, the idiot, by example and by your words, say that we should assume it does, we won't be assuming that then. But then we've got Earth turning underneath planes, shortening their flight times, and that doesn't happen.
Yes, it does turn underneath the bullet.
Well, then it would turn under the aeroplane then.
It does.
Oh, it does? So Earth is turning underneath aeroplanes. So therefore Earth, that would be Los Angeles, is turning underneath your little plane and coming towards it as you move towards it. That would shorten the flight time to an hour and a half, you stupid clown flyboy.
The plane starts off affixed to the ground. So the speed that Los Angeles is coming towards Charlotte, the airplane's already at that speed.
When it's on the ground, but then it's claimed to leave the ground and have Earth turning underneath like it turns under the bullet.
Right, and you...
Right, no, wrong, idiot. Earth isn't turning underneath aeroplanes, you stupid moron.
Okay, so...
So you've been annihilated?
No, I'll offer this. If we were on a flat Earth and the air was still above this flat Earth, then the flight time would take...
Are you claiming this now? Are you claiming that the Earth is flat, or are you offering up a straw man false dichotomy to take apart? It sounds very much like you're about to build up a straw man for something we haven't claimed. Are you claiming this?
No, I'm not.
Are you claiming it, or are you building up a little straw man for something we haven't claimed?
I'm not building up a straw man.
Are you claiming it then? So this is going to be your claim about how flat Earth works.
I'm trying to offer up a thought experiment.
Oh, are you? It sounds more like what you're calling a thought experiment's actually a straw man you're about to burn because we haven't claimed this.
Okay, if I make...
Okay, or just another fallacy that you're about to employ. Not okay.
I'm not going to imply anything. I'm just...
Oh, really? So when you talk about how a flat Earth works, it's going to be your claim of how a flat Earth works then? Not some offering straw man that we haven't claimed then? It's your claim.
Well, how long would a flight from...
Sorry, you're going to ask us about how it works on a flat Earth again? It seems like you're offering up something as a false dichotomy now.
Well, I mean, there are only there is limited possibilities.
So a false dichotomy then? Just those two limited possibilities in fallacy that you're going to offer up then?
Possibilities.
So just those two that you're going to offer up in false dichotomy, you mean?
Are we not?
Are we going to stutter forever, or are you just going to answer my question? I'm asking for the fourth time. Is it just those limited possibilities in false dichotomy that you're going to burn with one half being the straw man you built up a moment ago?
Okay, so
Okay, is that the same okay as the last okay? Definitely not okay to build up a little straw man about how flat Earth works when we haven't claimed anything, and then offer up a false dichotomy because according to you there's, quote, limited possibilities, aka a false dichotomy fallacy. That's not okay.
What? Do you,
Right, you're going to talk through me pointing out your use of fallacy, maybe claim that I'm an unreasonable host?
do you claim the Earth?
So you're going to ask me what I'm going to do. I've asked you if what you're about to do and have done is offer up a straw man and false dichotomy fallacy. The answer's yes.
Claim the Earth is flat?
So you're just going to chant through me. I'm pointing out your use
I'm
of fallacy.
asking-
You're just not listening.
Go
I'll
ahead.
try again. See if he can contain himself. You've offered up a false dichotomy after building up a little straw man that we didn't claim. No, that's not okay. Your response to me pointing that out was okay. No, it's not.
I would like to know what you're claiming. Are you claiming the Earth's flat?
Yeah, absolutely, without question. Earth is obviously, observably, measurably, and navigatably flat. In fact, your globe
Okay.
model... Do you want to hear my answer, complete idiot who should
Yes.
be fired? Shut up, then. Yeah, I will offer you a claim. I will offer the claim that your globe model that you mentioned earlier was derived from measurements taken from the flat plane we exist upon. The dual radii of the globe model you believe you're on was taken by way of elevation angle measurements to Polaris off a flat plane. Your globe model needs a flat plane to be in existence in the first place. There's my positive claim. Off you go.
There it go.
Well, okay, so I'm not sure how anything you said right there disproves a round Earth or proves a.
Oh, because the round Earth came from a flat Earth. It was measured by way of dual radii and elevation angle measurement to Polaris, as I just detailed. So if you don't understand,
Well, you're
maybe if you shut up,
presupposing.
maybe if you shut up while I repeat what you don't understand, or maybe that which you don't understand when being repeated should be chanted through. Your globe model was derived from measurements taken from a flat plane. So when you say, I don't understand how that debunks the Earth being a sphere, well, the Earth being a sphere, it only exists because the measurements that made that sphere assumption that you hold were taken from a plane. Dual radii, elevation angle measurements to Polaris. That's how your globe model came to be in existence, by angle measurements to Polaris taken from a flat plane. Do you understand now, Flyboy?
I understand what you're saying, and you are presupposing a flat plane.
Elevation angle measurements don't presuppose a flat plane, they require one.
Well, I'm not schooled.
Stuttering? Yeah, you're stuttering, Flyboy. Yeah, they require one. And dual radii is derived by, I quote, elevation angle, that's two straight lines, flat baseline, that's derived only by use of straight lines and angles. Not curved baselines, flat baselines. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Good. Welcome to Flat Earth. Your model's made from a flat Earth elevation angle measurement.
No, that doesn't welcome me into flat Earth. Sorry.
Well, how did you get to dual radii to come up with the globe model you assumed earlier then?
I am here to talk about aviation
You don't
related
gotta like
topics.
it.
That is my area of expertise.
Sorry, you don't have any
don't
expertise in
really-
aviation. You think your gadgets and gizmos on the aeroplane that other people far more intelligent than you created account for Coriolis effect. So you thinking that you're an expert in aviation because somebody's given you a badge and a title, which I think should be taken away from you, doesn't hold any weight here.
Well, I'm glad it's not up to you then.
Oh, really? Well, it could be. I've got an audience that I can appeal to. If somebody recognises this voice, make sure you find out who he works for. Let me know by email so I can have his job taken away from him. Laugh it up, flyboy.
One question.
Yeah,
These
people in
pilots
life
think
and
jet
death
planes fly
situations,
backwards.
Chocolate, they don't matter
No,
to this
well-
guy. He'll laugh it up. Doesn't matter that I'm pointing out something that I think is a serious and danger to lives. He's not taking it seriously.
Apparently not.
You can't even explain how it would be a danger to lives. You just
I did. I'll explain it again. If you're aiming to a cavity away from your position where you're flying that is dropping away from you 8 inches per mile squared, that would leave a void that is actually filled with ground. If you head to what you believe is a void ahead of your position that isn't a void, it's actually land, then you'll crash the plane. Further to that, if you think that Earth rotation beneath you, observed from somebody on the ground, and incapable of correction from your plane, is being corrected by the tools and gadgets people far more intelligent than you created for the plane to function on the plane it's flying over, actually fail, and you start accounting for something that, to the best of your knowledge, is being corrected for in the gizmos and gadgets, then you will crash the plane also. So I have explained why I think you should have your job removed. I am justified in believing, reasonably so, that you could kill people with the misapprehensions you hold about a globe as a pilot who doesn't understand Coriolis drift.
I would like you to find one example of one accident that was ever caused because the pilot misaccounted with Coriolis effect. We simply
You don't.
You don't.
You
That's the
stupid idiot. Again, adequately describing how you don't understand this effect. My God, you're retarded.
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of just smashed your own
Another
wiggle
ad hoc.
option right
See,
there.
see, there you go.
Not an ad hoc.
No, but bro, you just played yourself. That's the whole problem. Because you're the one telling us that you don't account for it, right?
Yes, the pilot does not account for it.
Oh, so when, to the best of your ability, your gadgets and gizmos and telemetry data does account for it, you now concede you were wrong when it does, to the best of your ability, account for it then? You appreciate you're
I
wrong?
don't understand.
Sorry, you're going to ad hom me with I don't understand, rather than offering a rebuttal that earlier you said, to the best of your knowledge, your gadgets did account for it.
No, you. So what I'm not understanding is why you don't understand the difference between.
So that's another ad hom wanker. No, we got clear that you think your gadgets account for it. Now you've said they don't, so you concede you were wrong when you thought, to the best of your ability, your gadgets accounted for it. Now you concede you were wrong, and it wasn't to the best of your ability, you were just dumb and stupid and thought that Coriolis was accounted for in your gadgets, when it clearly isn't.
It is accounted for in the navigation systems. The pilot himself does not account for it.
Go ahead. Tell us again what Coriolis... Go on.
You're breaking up. Say
Tell us
again.
what Coriolis is, and then you can explain how it accounts for it.
Well, Coriolis effect is the effect of when let's say a bullet, let's use your bullet as an example. The bullet leaves the barrel of the gun and it's aimed at a particular point, another point on a rotating body. As that bullet travels, during the time of the bullet travel, the rotating body has moved, and so now the target is in a different location.
I see. So the Earth turned underneath the bullet like Earth turns underneath aeroplanes.
I missed the first part of what you said.
So the Earth turned underneath the bullet like Earth turns underneath aeroplanes, shortening their flight times.
No.
No, so why would you give this as an example then, you stupid idiot?
You asked me to.
Sorry, you asked us for an example. I've given you one and it doesn't compare to how the aeroplane isn't having the same effect applied to it.
I didn't say it wasn't having the same effect.
So why did you give it as an example then, you complete clown?
You asked.
Sorry, did you stutter much, clown? You asked for an example, we got one, and now it's not applicable. Why would you give it then?
I didn't say it wasn't applicable.
So it is applicable. So Earth turns underneath bullets, and Earth turns underneath aeroplanes, shortening a flight from Charlotte, North Carolina to Los Angeles to an hour and a half, because like the bullet, Earth turns underneath the aeroplane, right?
Yes.
Yes. So this wanker, who definitely should lose his job, thinks that if he hops on a jet and travels from Charlotte, North Carolina to Los Angeles, he only needs an hour and a half of fuel. You're definitely going to kill someone. You definitely should be fired. No, Earth doesn't turn under a flight from Charlotte to LA. No, you won't only need an hour and a half of flight fuel, because that doesn't happen like you've claimed it happens under bullets, you stupid idiot who should be sacked.
You just literally
You just stuttering much? Yeah, you are, because you're having your ass handed to you by flat earthers. Oh, so righteous I'm here with my expertise in flying when I don't actually understand what the hell Coriolis effect is.
You won't let me talk because you know I'm going to show you for what.
I'm going to show you that Earth turns under bullets.
No, you're going to let me.
No, you just told us it did.
No, of course you're not.
No, it does, so Earth does or doesn't.
You just said that if I took off from Charlotte to Los Angeles, that I would run the airplane out of fuel because I think it only takes an hour and a half to get there.
That's how long it would take if Earth turned underneath that flight, as you've just asserted Earth turns underneath bullets.
You're the one that says it takes an hour and a half to get to Los Angeles.
That's a consequence of Earth turning underneath things in the non-inertial turning reference frame. Yeah, hello? If Earth is turning under the bullet, it's turning under the plane. That doesn't happen, though, does it? So while you think I'm saying it should only take an hour and a half, no, I definitely don't claim that. That's a consequence of Earth turning underneath the bullet, as you claim.
I don't claim it takes an hour and a half to get from Charlotte to Los Angeles.
Because it doesn't. But according to you, Earth turns under bullets. And the consequence would be Earth turning under the plane also, shortening its flight time to an hour and a half.
No,
No, yes. Yes, that's exactly the consequence of your claim that Earth turns under the bullet. It would also turn under the plane, but doesn't. Maybe you should tell us that Earth and atmosphere are attached with Velcro again.
I mean, you don't even...
You are stuttering, Flyboy. Did you expect to come here, talk to flat earthers, and be stuttering like a clown at the end?
Sorry, say that again?
I said, did you expect to be stuttering like a clown as you tell us that Earth turns under bullets, and then stutter and stammer away around the fact that Earth doesn't turn under the bloody aeroplanes, like you've just claimed it turns underneath the bullet?
Yes, it does turn underneath the bullet.
Well, then it would turn under the aeroplane, then.
It does.
Oh, it does? So Earth is turning underneath aeroplanes. So therefore Earth, that would be Los Angeles, is turning underneath your little plane and coming towards it as you move towards it. That would shorten the flight time to an hour and a half, you stupid clown Flyboy.
The plane starts off affixed to the ground. So the speed that Los Angeles is coming towards Charlotte, the airplane's already at that speed.
When it's on the ground... But then it's claimed to leave the ground and have Earth turning underneath like it turns under the bullet.
Right, and you...
Right, no, wrong, idiot. Earth isn't turning underneath aeroplanes, you stupid moron.
More ad homs. There you go.
No, moronic to assert that Earth turns underneath aeroplanes like it turns underneath bullets. That's moronic, not an ad hom. I've addressed your argument that Earth turns under bullets. So when they go in the air, leave the ground, like your plane eventually leaves the ground, Earth's going to turn under it like it turns under the bullet. No, doesn't happen.
No, it does happen.
Oh, Earth turns underneath the plane then? So Charlotte's coming towards the plane then? It doesn't turn underneath aeroplanes, but you think it turns under bullets?
It does turn under airplanes.
Oh, well then, Charlotte's coming towards the aeroplane then? LA.
Yeah, no, well...
No. So Charlotte to LA isn't taking an hour and a half, or is LA coming towards the plane?
The airplane's going towards LA, and LA's coming towards the airplane.
Well, that would shorten the flight time, because you'd have an 800-mile-an-hour delta with the plane increasing velocity as Charlotte leaves your position at 800 miles an hour and LA comes towards your position at 800 miles an hour. That would shorten the flight time to an hour and a half.
See, the airplane is actually moving away from the sun, even though it's heading to the...
Fundy, it would shorten the flight time to an hour and a half. We're not talking about the sun, we're talking about reducing the flight time if Los Angeles is coming towards you, like you claim Earth turns under bullets.
I didn't hear the question.
It wasn't a
just
question.
said that the plane is flying towards LA and LA is coming to the plane. Wouldn't that make it a lot faster, significantly faster than if it was just the plane flying to LA?
I can give you the exact numbers, Chocolate.
see-
It would reduce the flight time to about an hour and a half.
Why are you?
Yeah.
You're doubling the speed though.
Sorry, I'm doubling the speed that Earth turns underneath aeroplanes. The Earth doesn't turn underneath aeroplanes, idiot.
I said it.
Sorry, you didn't concede that your stuttering, stammering nonsense doesn't stack up. No, Earth just doesn't turn underneath stuff. I mean, it would need to have Coriolis deflection observable from the ground. We just don't have that effect happening. It doesn't happen, mate.
What you're doing.
What I'm doing is ripping apart your claim that Earth turns underneath aeroplanes because it's stupid. It would shorten the flight times. But of course, to have Coriolis drift, we'd need to turn underneath aeroplanes. We just don't.